Hi, I'm Judy Shaw. I'm on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, along with my colleague Matt Kobach. And joining us today are WWE superstars Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and AJ Styles. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Oh, thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
So you are here today to celebrate a milestone for the WWE. It's the 25th anniversary of Raw. So tell me about the legacy of Raw and what we can expect tonight during your celebration. Roman, you want to start?
Wow. It's tough to describe the legacy of WWE because it's been such a crazy roller coaster ride, and I think that's what's made it so entertaining and such a valuable product, for not only our company and the wrestling business, but for entertainment itself. So, but to see where we've come from, all the way from the Hulk Hogan days to the Attitude Era to the John Cena Ruthless Aggression era to where we are now, being in this new reality era. I'm very proud to see that. It's cool because these are days where we get to do awesome things like this, and we get to see a bunch of the legends that get to come through that we normally don't get to see. So it's cool to reminisce and meet up with some people that you haven't seen in a while. And then for us young guys to go out there and tear it down and put on a great show. So, excuse me, young guys and girls.
That's right. Now, speaking of the ladies, Charlotte, your dad, actually, he's a legend.
When you said legacy, it made me obviously think of him, but it's hard to believe that I'm standing here representing WWE for the 25th anniversary, and my dad was on the first ever episode of Raw, and to think that now, being his daughter, and here we are, part of it, it's very surreal, and being in it every day, you forget how special these moments are, but 25 years, and you have two women's champions, Raw and SmackDown, and that's a really big deal and a milestone for the women. In WWE.
It is. So tell me about the celebration tonight. What's gonna be going on to celebrate 25 years?
Well, we have two locations tonight. We have the Barclays Center and the Manhattan Center, so that's going to be really cool. I'm not really sure how it's going to happen because we haven't really been filled in on much, so I'm expecting a couple surprises. But it's going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun and just one big celebration. And
so you all must have a milestone moment from Raw. AJ, you have one?
Absolutely. The year after, or the day after WrestleMania, I had the opportunity for a number one contender match to face the WWE Champion, which was Roman Reigns at the time. And so I did earn the right to face him, and it was a great moment that I had together. I think we had put on some unbelievable matches, and just thinking about Raw 25 years is a long time to do anything.
Yeah.
And the fact that Raw's been doing it for so long, it's something special.
So who won that match?
We're trying to keep it simple this morning, I haven't seen him in quite some time since he's on SmackDown, so we've had a good morning. Let's not get rough, all right? You just take it easy over there.
It's been a rough couple sports times for me here in the past year. So
he's a Bulldog fan, if you didn't know. So
Any other milestones that stand out?
I know for me personally, I've had just a wonderful time to be able to experience so many different Raws, but it was another, Raw after WrestleMania, and I literally stood in front of an arena that I guess you could say they didn't like me or they didn't like what I did the night before, and literally I stood there to a chorus of boos and chants and everything in between for about 15 minutes, didn't say anything, said 5 words and left. It was the easiest work I've ever done to possibly the loudest reaction I've ever received. So, yes.
Charlotte, what's a milestone for you?
Main eventing with Sasha Banks. Definitely was a milestone.
Sasha was here recently.
She was. They had to keep us apart.
Okay, we'll remember that. How about you, Alexa?
For me, it was the Raw after SummerSlam. I became the 2-time Raw Women's Champion and the first ever to hold both titles twice, which was pretty awesome, and
that is definitely
one that I'll
milestone.
never forget.
Great.
So, I'm curious, WWE is all about the fans. You mentioned 25-year legacy. How has your interactions with the fans changed? How have they changed wrestling in the past 25 years?
I think it's completely different now. My father wrestled back in the day. He was the Wild Samoans with his brother, and this was back in the 70s and 80s. So now we're able to connect so much easier with social media, and it makes everything so much cooler because they get that inside look, and I think it makes it more interesting because sometimes you do want to see, knock that fourth wall down. You want to pull that curtain and see what are these guys doing, and sometimes it's tough because you want to keep a mystique as a character and be able to build that, bravado and that storyline, but at the same time, we're able to do so much good. We have a huge platform, not only with our social media, but just, Raw in general, and then the USA Network and NBC. So for us to be able to have that outreach and have the influence that we do, that's why we have this PG product, and that's why we push, to target families and children, and try to take people out of their, normal lives and give them a little bit of fun for a few hours. So it's definitely a lot different, but I think in a great way.
Absolutely.
Now, I have a question for Charlotte and Alexa. There's definitely been a lot of progress when it comes to the role of women in wrestling and at the WWE. Talk to me about that. Tell me how things have progressed.
Most importantly, we're known for our talent and not our looks, and the fact that we are no longer, I still think we're divas, but we're all superstars, and there's the male superstars and the divas. No, we're considered one, and if you look at what the women have done over the last few years, we've main evented Raw, we've main evented SmackDown, we main evented the first ever Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, and in Hell in a Cell cage matches. We stole the show at WrestleMania 32. So maybe we'll main event WrestleMania one day.
They've done a lot of good stuff. Don't start going crazy.
No, but it's the fans wanted more for us. The company listened, and every time they gave us an opportunity like that, we delivered. We're over-delivered, and here we are today. So the sky's the limit for the women.
That's great. That's great.
AJ, starting with you, I know every one of you has a signature move. Tell us what it is.
I don't have just one, I have a couple, you never know. So I have the Styles Clash, the Phenomenal Forearm, the Calf Crusher. Any one of those can put you away. I pick your poison.
And stay away. Stay at arm. I should stay at arm's length.
Oh, yeah. No. We're just training
like
today.
2 arms. He's like a ninja. He moves really quick. He can roll and be on you just like that. So, yeah.
I don't like
For me, it has to be Twisted Bliss. I use the DDT all the time, and Insult to Injury.
Figure eight.
Classic, right?
It's just a classic. Twice as good.
Did you learn any moves from
works.
your dad? You come from a wrestling legacy.
Maybe the chop.
Yeah.
Possibly the most famous move. Just a slap to the chest and a move behind it. I did. I actually used one of my father's moves back in his day, was the Samoan drop. So I guess when a Samoan does it, it's just a drop. But it's just a pick a guy up and drop him. But I also have the Superman punch and the spear.
Now,
So whichever one you want.
How do you actually prepare for your matches? Are you out there crushing cars, doing yoga? What do you do?
I think that we all prepare, we're athletes. That we train every day we're on the road. We have to. So we always try to keep up with what we're doing. And everybody has their own style of doing it. Your body changes over time, and sometimes you're beat up. And so you have to find what works for you. But we are in the gym constantly, working out, doing what we can do to prepare for the next match.
Do you have to prepare mentally as well?
Yeah, it's huge.
Meditation.
I mean, I played multiple sports growing up. I played Division I college football, and honestly, I think this is the most mental thing I've ever done as far as performance and dealing with a live crowd and having that know-how and that experience to change things up and like what is happening with these people. We can't do whatever we thought we were going to be able to do. So you have to have a little MacGyver about you, a little, you know what I mean, be able to shake and bake and do it on the fly. So it's definitely physical. Like AJ said, we are professional athletes. We eat like professional athletes. We train that way. We rest that way. And we go out there and we put on a performance. You know what I mean? And that's our goal, is to make people happier than when they showed up.
Yeah. Sure, from your fan base alone, I mean, it's very clear you're doing a great job there.
So speaking of fan base, one last thing before we let you guys go. Directly into the camera, I want you to tell your fans what they can expect from you.
The Roman Empire, you already know what it is. It's on my shoulder. We've been talking about it for weeks now. Mike Mizanin, the Miz, whatever you want to call him, whether he's hosting Real World or running around my WWE acting like he's the man, tonight's for real. This is as real as it gets. You can't have this, my dog.
Don't worry, SmackDown, I'm coming home. But tonight, the Queen is returning to Raw.
And you can
expect a lot of sass. Yeah, from Bike Me to Fury, Goddess of WWE.
And as usual, I am the phenomenal AJ Styles. And just like Charlotte said, SmackDown, I'm coming home. I mean, it's the house that AJ Styles built.